kinda lost and find. Ended the game in overtime, drawing of a new design, drilling that one earth of mine. Looking to the outward, speaking roundabout words, absurd, blurred to the curb, walking along the verge.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
Hey everybody, what is happening? h2h back with some Madden 17 Ultimate Team gameplay. We got the new lineup out, had the update out today, hitting Antonio with the new Brady. See if we can get him hitting different angles, long, short, but you know, mostly I like to go down the field. Let's see what we can hit up in here. Yeah, that's right. So Antonio making the dude miss and touchdown there. I like to see the big strikes always, man, especially early on. We pretty much do that pretty well. First time we throw that play normally works out. People don't really see that coming too often for some reason. More and more, yeah, that's different. But the heat's coming with Willie Brown. We are blitzing him a lot. He's our nickel guy. And oh, I tried to come back on that a little late. I got the hand up, but you know that ain't gonna do nothing. So a little behind on that. And I think overall tonight, I got like 7 or 8 games that got played, something like that. These are just the first 2 of them you're going to get here today. But you know, the user wasn't on point as much as it should have been. Just a couple missed, but Youngblood coming up, he was trying to run a screen. That's why he got sacked so fast. And oh, not only does it not have the leg wide left too, so we're going to get good field position on this, hit him up, and again, we're just trying to see where Brady's throwing these, making sure, you know, we're getting the lead pass. Here's one of those new plays because of the way that they changed the wide receiver motion stuff, so that's one that was in the last playbook video. Just a little thing, but like I said, we can get nice screen stuff, especially when they're running off zones and stuff like that. It's just an odd thing that they do now. It just gives you these delayed speed outs and off of flats. It's really nice. And we are just hitting Newsom right on the break. So Brady so far on point with the throws. You know, really what you want to see. A lot of the stuff. Oh, nice play by homeboy. A lot of the stuff you want to see is just leading. Like, you know, when you're seeing you're passing on the flats and stuff, making it to where not only it's not going to be picked off, pressure's coming, and that's what I'm saying, man. I just missed grabbing it. Had the animations. There's another one just out of reach. And another one where I should have had. That one was a little too deep again. So that's what I was saying. Like I was just missing a little bit on the user, so I was getting frustrated more myself. More than he was driving, I was just frustrated, kept missing them. But I'm not gonna miss it this time at least. And he's gonna give that one up, homie. Thank you, appreciate that. So keeping the points down for homeboy, letting Henry come out here, at least get me off the goal line before we start pressing the ball out. So now we got a little bit of space to work with, and we're gonna see if we can cut in front again. When I'm getting these pass leads, oh dude, Antonio running away from you again, homie. Jeez, man. Big strikes, but that's what you want to see, is being able to pass lead those, get them underneath zones, and make people quit like that, you know, if you can, all the helpful. But so game number 1 in, I was definitely impressed with the little bit we got to use Brady. But let's see, carry that on to the next game. And I'm always taking the ball first. A lot of people quit out, so I like to have the ball first and, you know, make it work. And Bush going in, turning that one in. Okay, so good start. Then we'll come out, see if we can get some passing options over here. And the left guy was wide open, but nice to see that real touch. Like I say, throwing a little touch pass underneath. So we're kind of hitting, like I say, I'm trying to hit a couple of those and then press in the middle of the field also when need be. Oh, missing the spin. It's a lot tougher to pull off this year, isn't it? But you know, here's one thing: if you're staying in the pocket, though, this guy is putting the ball so far exactly where I need to be, and Reggie making the move, and yeah, you get a little squirrely with him and take it to the house, right? So okay. Wasn't planning on letting him show, but you know, hey, I'm gonna try and break him. If I'm running it, I'm trying to make it work. And oh man, coming out, that's just a gold Darius card right there. Running that was a 4-4 split, and the outside heat coming again, and Willie Brown gonna make him pay for that one. So 4th 14, homeboy gonna punt early in the game. Nice to see. And Willie, look at Willie getting shifty out there. Very nice, man. I figured I didn't have the room to make it, try to cut through, but that's okay. That's still a good return. And again, we do drop that one, but you know, he's putting the ball in the right spot on those. And that's all you really want to see. It's good throw power, good trajectory, and making it, you know, it's where you can get them in these tight windows again right there. That's McCaffrey coming out, making a play, and I go back to him. You know, he's not he's at least somebody. He kind of feels like a tight end. You know what I mean? I feel like I can hit him in in tight spaces. Reggie with another touch, hit him in tight spaces. He's gonna hit. Catching traffic's pretty good on him. And dang, I almost swatted it, but dude ended up. I think that might have been just a straight drop after the fact. So Clowney come out and make the tackle on that side. So defense playing pretty good for the most part in these. And oh, dude. Man, so I'm going for the user, but there's like 3 of us out there. Everyone's got a hand on that one. And on 4th down, he drives Hendricks back. Man, that's not what I want to see. Again, we're just testing that out. I know Daniels would have been the guy to keep, but the value-wise, it wasn't gonna happen. But I've seen a couple plays where he's really, once he makes he doesn't have good power move and finesse compared to that. Another damn user should have had. Guys, jeez, just sloppy tonight. But there we go. Make the hit, bounce him off in the bar, and finishes. So. Gurley, it don't matter. All Gurley cards are just tanks. That's just the way it is, I guess, right? Hitting Ozzie Newsome out here and just 36, 37 seconds here. Trying to get down, but, I got the B sitting there wide open. At this point, you get a little confident where it's like, I'm just going to throw something out right here. Everybody's covered, and I just said, I'm going to throw across my body, which is never a good idea. So even Brady is susceptible to throwing across the body, throwing picks. So it don't matter how good the card is when you do stupid things like that. But again, I wasn't really worried about it, especially when we got the plays working, we've got the coverage working, we've got the blitzes working against this guy. So I wasn't too threatened that he was going to come out and put in points in that point, and we were moving very well, as needed. He's got a little man coverage. We know the play to beat that on when you want to run a zero man blitz. That's a very effective one, unless he can get out there and use and help his guy out. But so we're taking that one. So now Timmy Brown going to take one. So we got a lot of big touchdowns, at least in these couple games. But that's kind of what we're trying to get accustomed to. Bounce. Hey, there's a user. It's it's one way to get one, I suppose. And there's McCaffrey coming across. He is normally the guy in the mesh post, which we'll see how that works. Sometimes I have to take those guys out. Tim Brown out there making one of those also. So. All guys coming up making plays. We're gonna go down. I ended up running that a couple times, not getting in. Well, I'll just take the field goal there. So at the end, I was more looking to stop the clock, but shade underneath on a C route, like I've told people, and DRC gonna get crazy on that one. I know some people struggle with those, but that's how I intercept those C routes. You would think that an outside coverage should do it, but it really doesn't. The underneath coverage will typically produce better results on those plays. But you have to make sure, of course, you have guys over the top, though, unless you're willing to just to risk it. And so he's coming out here in a 4. So 31-0. Dude, at least he held on, so good for him on that. Dropped user in my hands, but that was I think that was Youngblood I did that with, so I won't complain about those guys not making them. And one more sack here. That's Anthony Barr coming out, and we get the ball, and he doesn't take timeouts, at least lets me kneel it. So that'll be that. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Plenty more gameplay to come, plenty more Brady to come. So far, so good. Peace.
Now, we'll all calm down.
Boss, he's just a little excited.
I know. I'm going to use good judgment. I haven't lost my temper in 40 years. But, Pilgrim, you caused a lot of trouble this morning. Might have got somebody killed. And somebody ought to belt you in the mouth. But I won't. The hell I will.